Hey guys, Eli Copperman here with my friend Gento Nightcatha. So,
Hey.
last week we saw Disney's Zootopia, and let me just say, to my complete surprise, it was really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew it would be good, but I didn't think it would get like a 100% all the way up to a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes, did you?
No, I did not. You gotta admit it was amazing. I mean, animation's spot on. The voice actors are, I guess, pretty good. Some very good ones. Just, I really good. Just really good.
Mind the sneezing, that's just my father. Anyway, yeah, I'd say overall it was good, but you're not here to just hear all that. You actually want to hear the real reasons. Well, admittedly, the story is not the most original. Like, tell me if this sounds familiar. This rabbit girl from a country, she wants to prove she's something different besides everyone else. She she gets there. It takes her a while, but she's up top, and then a problem ensues. She goes back on the bottom, and now she has to fix the problem she caused. Pretty much every underdog story in the book.
Yeah, but I felt like it started out like that, but then like as the movie went on, it got into something much bigger and like something bigger than like the film itself.
Right.
Just I mean, you I just it's and believe it or not, I actually there were a lot of like movie references and like references to particular
Well,
like
not that many, but yeah, there were definitely a few. And speaking of movie references, the humor in this movie ranges from amusing to really, really funny. Even if there's a joke that doesn't necessarily work, it's really not cringe-worthy per se. It's decent. And since this is a movie with anthropomorphic talking animals, you can get a lot out of that. And speaking of anthropomorphic talking animals, the animation. Holy crap. I'll admit, I'm mixed on computer animation, but when it's done well, it's done well. This is one of those pure examples. I mean, holy Zeus. Not only do the characters look like Disney characters that we've all known and love, but they move in such a very fast and very, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess exaggerated and very charismatic way. I mean, that's how they are in terms of what animal species they are. Not to mention the effects animation was superb. The backgrounds were really atmospheric.
yeah. I kind of got like this like in the city. It was like kind of reminded me of like the city from Tomorrowland because it had like that because if you compare like the Tomorrowland city to like Zootopia city, they kind of do have some similarities and like it kind of like look like this like hill almost.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Also, if you're wondering how we feel about the characters, let's just say there's not one character in that movie we didn't like.
Yeah.
The main character Judy Hopps, she was likable. Like her purpose has been done before, but she's still very charming, and you really do feel for her. And then there's the character Nick Wilde. It's amazing how he's part of that old cliche with the, you know,
The fox being shady.
and the duo meeting each other and not getting along at first, but then they become friends. As I said, the cliches in this movie, despite being cliches, they work. And the characters, although some of the characters aren't the best in development, they still remain memorable in their own right. Whether it be that Ocelot guy who may have seemed like another Jonah Hill character, but he was still charming. And then there was the scene with the Godfather.
Oh, that was beautiful.
uh,
I love that
I
scene.
quoted that all the time.
I have to, baby. Daddy has to.
And the supporting cast was also likable. Like the Weasel was charming, even though he didn't do much. And like the other residences were pretty funny in their own right. And all the different animal species played off against the possibilities of one another. And the reveal of the villain was not the most unpredictable, but I didn't see it coming. I'll admit that.
Well, I did at least.
And If you're wondering what we thought was the best joke in the whole movie, well, let's just say you'll have to stick all the way into the ending to watch.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, my one criticism, this is that sometimes the story was a little too fast-paced. I'm not saying fast-paced is a bad thing, but like, maybe they could have toned down a little bit more to add in a bit more plot elements together. But that's more of a nitpick. I'm not really against it. And surprisingly, Shakira wasn't too bad in this movie.
Yeah. Although she was sort of like a side character in the sense. But the ending, though, just just go watch the movie and see for yourself.
I think I might not need to rewatch this movie just to see for myself. Oh yeah, and another thing, this isn't a spoiler about the movie, but unlike the previous few Disney animated films after The Princess and the Frog, there's no short film. No short film! Why?
My God.
But that's just... I'm sure they'll have one with Moana, which is coming out later this year.
Yeah.
Yay! How much you want to bet this film's going to win the Oscar for Best Animated Feature next year?
I'm kind of low due to the fact that last year's Oscars was just, or maybe not last year's, this year's, just kind of upset me a little bit. But I'm still gonna hold Zootopia up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Moana.
Yeah.
So, like, aside from all that, I'd say we both give Zootopia a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, same here.
I'd recommend it to any of you. If you're a fan of Disney, animation, family-friendly entertainment, or any cartoons with anthropomorphic talking animals,
This includes you, furries.
we'd recommend this to you. Definitely go watch it. Heck, even if you're not a fan of any of those, it's still a good recommendation.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost forgot. Another thing I really liked about the movie was how they presented this little social commentary on prejudice with animals against other animals in terms of prey and predators. That's all I'm going to say about it, but remember, you gotta see it just to see what I'm talking about. So yeah, overall, I'd say this is a must-watch. And if you don't think this is a good movie, that's totally fine with me. After all, we're all individuals.
Yep.
Alright, but until then, see you later, guys, and Gento Nightcatha will be seeing you soon.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Bye.
Yeah.